Citizens Eye Derby, very pleased to be here tonight at Quad. We'll be speaking to Alan Charles, the Police Crime Commissioner for Derby and Derbyshire, and we're working with the BME Network to really try and unpick and understand some of the issues affecting crime around BME communities in Derby.
Hi, I'm Michael Mudzamiri and I'm the chairman of the Derby BME Network.
Alan Charles, Police and Crime Commissioner for Derbyshire.
My name's Hardy Dinza. I'm the Deputy Police and Crime Commissioner for Derbyshire.
The reason why we are here is to have this question and answer session around community safety and policing.
Tonight's event is to try and have a dialogue with people. I don't like the word consultation, but have a dialogue with people about what they feel the issues are within Derby City, which is a major part of the whole county for which I'm responsible. And I'm really pleased to be down here and have this opportunity.
I'm here for two reasons. One, because the Police and Crime Commissioner is on the panel to respond to BME community issues and concerns around community safety. And myself, I'm really interested in hearing the voice of BME communities within Derby and Derbyshire so that we can better reflect their views and concerns in our policing priorities and crime reduction priorities for the city of Derby and Derbyshire.
We need to raise awareness amongst our community members, of the different developments that will be happening around our communities, as well as to get the stakeholders and the ordinary community members getting to meet together and discuss different matters.
I have to say I was really impressed with the work Richard's doing, having a discussion with him about what the issues are around Pear Tree, Normanton and Rose Hill. And quite clearly there's some tensions emerging in the area. There's issues around street drinking and there's still some prostitution going on the streets of Normanton, which is a major issue for people. But I think with people like Richard Keane working in the service and the fantastic police officers he's got there, they are managing these situations with the community, and I think that's what's really important.
Very many communities, and particularly now the new and emerging communities, they traditionally probably don't feel that they can actually go to authority and actually get their concerns raised and dealt with. And we want to make sure that the message goes out to them, that the system is there to assist. It's not a system that actually going to discriminate and target them. It will support them, but they need to feel confident and be aware of how they can access those services.
Zaid from the BME Network. This gentleman says the fear of crime is far higher now than it's ever been.
Yeah.
So how do you feel like, are you going to deal with communities direct, or is it just going to be through the force?
I don't know that is the case, where the fear of crime is a lot higher here than it always has been. My perception on that is that the fear of crime is actually diminishing now as people get more confident in, you've just had 10 years of falling crime across Derbyshire. And I've forgotten the actual figure in Pear Tree, but I think it's something like 16-17% fall last year in recorded crime.
My name's Bev Stewart and I'm from Open Doors Forum, a local community group in the Normanton area. On reflection, I think it went very well, but because it's still in the early days, people are still waiting and slightly suspicious, I suppose, of really what's the outcome going to be. So it is important that we actually continue these type of sessions and actually do it in different locations so that we can actually do them in the community halls where young people are, so that you get a flavour of what young people are thinking, maybe go to different churches, faith groups, so you get a flavour of different people. I do think Alan is actually committed to the role. And I feel that he wants to make a change. Whether the structure, the system will allow him to make that necessary change, only time will tell.
My name is Tony Michael. I'm the chair of the Hadari project, which is an elderly care project in Derby. I'm also a member of the BME Network. And obviously I moderated tonight's meeting. The session itself, as my impression was it went quite well. People had the opportunity to ask questions, and I don't think any of the panel members were trying to evade the questions. It might not have been the answers that people wanted to hear, but I thought it was a reasonable start. Because in the end, when people talk about statistics, they say crime is it's going down, etc., etc. The issue for me there is Is it going down because they have a different way of handling recorded crime, therefore it doesn't show in the statistics? We'll see.
I'm Chief Superintendent Jack Atwell. I'm the police commander for the area of Derby. Very useful to hear some of the questions, because I still feel that, you know, there's a lot of perceptions out there, and the perceptions are important. But what comes key to it, when I've been then speaking to people after, is, you know, they've got some grievances, and actually most of the time is we've let people down because we're not communicating. Actually updating people for the service we give is crucial, because if you don't get that good service, and people could leave here tonight thinking, well, actually the police don't do a good job. I think we do a very good job, but actually if we don't show it to be done and we don't communicate that and explain our actions, it can all fall flat on the face.
Okay, hi Wellington. You went along to the BME Network Police Crime Commissioners Q&A event at Quad recently. Why did you go?
I had a few questions for the Police and Crime Commissioner with regards to the process of recruiting police officers. So I asked him a question, what they were doing as well in terms of equality in the police force, and he gave me an answer. Although it was not a bit straightforward at the time, he did say there are about 37 Asian police officers in the force, and he did say that they'd received over 5,000 applications. So he advised me to work as a special constable first, or as a PCSO.
And what's happened since then in terms of the police recruitment side of things?
I was in touch with the divisional commander, Chief Superintendent Jack Atwell. We have a meeting with him. Also received a phone call from the HR department with regards to the next recruitment drive, so they've asked me to send in my application. They've since moved it to internet-based application where you do everything online instead of calling in. I think they did realize that 5,000 people trying to get through one line was a bit chaotic last time. I think it was useful because I got to ask him a question in public, put him a bit under pressure to give me an answer there and there, which is a good thing. So I think it was a great event at the end of the day.